Hey guys, it's me, James, and we are going to be playing Islanders today. I don't know if this is a Let's Play or a Let's Look At, but more than likely this is going to be one video. I recently picked up Islanders after watching Giant Bomb's quick look of it because it looked like a pretty chill puzzle game. And honestly, I'm really glad I picked it up because my life has been a little bit hectic with job interviews and buying a car and having to drive in the first time in like a year and feeling like a piece of shit lately. So I just wanted to show off the game because I think it's a good game. It's on Steam, on PC. I think that's all the only places it's at. It might come to mobile or Switch later, I don't know. I couldn't really find a website for this game, and when you type in Islanders into Google, apparently it's also a sports team, so this game can be a little hard to look for things. But let's just get into the game and I'll show it off to you guys. So in Islanders, we have an island here. And we got, the beginning island is pretty small. We got a score here. This button here will fill up as we put down items on this island, and once it's full up, we can go to the next island. And here we can choose where we want to start with building our island. So we can either go with the lumber pack or the farming pack. I want to go with farming, I think. Usually I go with lumber, and I think farming will be a bit more fun. So, as you can see, when I put down a building, I'll be getting a score. So over here I get 8, but if I have this building in the radius of this statue, I'll gain 5 extra points. And score is very important here because I'm gonna put this right here. When we fill up this circle here, we'll get another pack to choose from. If we put down everything before finishing up the score circle, we'll get a game over. So we'll do that. And if I want to, I can open another pack, but let's put this down first. And now we have a nice little farms starting here. You know what? I think I'm going to ignore lumber for this one for now and go with brewing. So brewing is going to give me this brewery, which I can put down on the sand here. And I think I'll put it in this little corner here. Try to get it as close to the edge as possible. And then I can put down this hops field. And if I hover over the item here, it'll show you how to get the most points. But for now, pretty early on, I'm just gonna try to put it up against this brewery. And as I get more hops, I'll get more and more points because they get bonuses for being near each other, like the fields here. And let's put this right here. Oh, we actually get a couple fields. So as you're choosing more packs, you'll actually get stuff from previous packs. Oh, they gave me a lot of fields, actually. Let's see, I'm gonna have to go down here. So we have a nice farm going now. And I think we're gonna go with a city pack. So with cities, and I've only had this game for the past 2 days, and yesterday I played it for like a good 2 hours straight while listening to a podcast, which this is a great game, so just sit down and chill out with a podcast or music if you want. But what I've learned with cities is you want to put them in a good place where they can grow. Again, we're still early on, so I'm going to put it here for now. And the other thing is you have 2 different buildings with the city. You'll have mansions and houses. And at first I was putting down mansions with houses and just having them sprawled together, and I've learned that you actually want to kind of separate them from one another because later on you'll get buildings like a circus. And a circus will get a lot of points near houses, but will actually lose points for being near the mansions, because the mansions don't want a circus near them for whatever reason. They're weird. And there's also buildings that don't like houses but love mansions. So by allowing these to kind of sprawl in different directions is very vital. Let's get a shaman. So a shaman wants to kind of be near natural stuff like flowers and the shrine, but not near cities and like those lumber buildings. So if I wanted to, I could put it here, but that would be 0 points. But it'd be out of the way and I wouldn't have to think about it. I think my best bet, though, is to put it up here for about 11 points. And we've also got another mill and a hops field, so let's do the hops field down here. Now, the mills can't be near each other or I'll lose 20 points, though I'll gain 15, which is not bad. Let's see if I can kind of do this in a way where I can get a good amount of points. And we just filled up here, so let's just drop down these buildings. And let's see if I can put this back here somewhere. Probably not. Okay. I like the buildings because they kind of feel like Tetris pieces in a way. So I can actually keep going, and you probably want to do that if you are looking to get a high score or to get further into the buildings, because you're not going to get shrines and temples and circuses right away. You get those later on. And what you can do is you can, before, if I didn't fill up this circle, it would be game over. And I put down all my other buildings, it would be game over. But if I, now having this button unlocked, if I put down everything, it won't be game over and I can go to the next island. Let's just go to the next island and see what we get. Because there's a lot of variety. We can get a very large island. Ooh, I like this kind of island. Okay, so this is actually quite large. Later on, you'll get islands that will be like separated by water, and you'll get a special building to connect them. Let us try the brick industry. I've only used this once, so I kind of want to figure this out a bit better. So a sand pit will get points for being by a statue and a brickyard, which is this building. But a sand pit near another sand pit will lose 3 points, and it has a large radius. So I need to find the best place to put this as far as possible. But I also want to have it as close to a brickyard as possible. And then put another sand thing within that brickyard. So I think I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. So masons are really interesting. You have to put them on like a rock cliff pretty much. So what I like to do is to go to like these little islands where you can't really put anything on and slap them there. Because they'll also lose points when they're nearby each other. Oh, and we got another sand pit and brickyard. So I guess I'll put the sand pit here. And yeah, that's not great. Can I? No. So I'm actually gonna put this here because I'll have more room to work down here. If I get like a bunch of brickyards, which sometimes you will, I'll slap one down there to get another, what was it, 10 points? Alright. I think I am gonna go with a city. Actually, that was probably a bad move. I should have gone lumber. Because I don't have a lot of flat space to put this city. But you know what? You make mistakes sometimes, and that's fine. You work with what you can do, and if we fail here, we fail. It's not the worst thing that can happen. We'll put some mansions up here, maybe. It's still nearby the city center. And actually, if you like tabletop RPGs, I kind of had an idea where you can, you know, play this game, and then when you get a really interesting city, you can take screenshots of it and maybe use it as a way to create a town for a tabletop RPG like D&D or Ryutuma or something like that. Because, like, at some point, like, especially for me, it's like, sometimes I start thinking like, oh, why is there a house here? Or why is there a shaman living alone on this island here, and trying to think of who would, you know, want to live there, or why they would want to live on this island and stuff like that. It's a really good, like, jumping in point for, like, story building, world building. But yeah, mostly this game is just brilliant for just relaxing. Like, I was surprised that I spent a good 2 hours last night just playing this game. And just, you know, being able to listen to a podcast, or even just the music here. This isn't my first time, like, listening to it, but it's my first time, like, listening to it. And it's good, it's chilled, it's relaxed. It's a good game, man. You know what? I probably should have built the city. Whatever. You know what? Who cares? It's a small little city over there. They have to walk a bit to get to this farm, but you know, it's fine. Yeah, that was game over. That's what happens when you're not being optimal. So, let's just see what the starting island I'll get this time. So, you know, the starting island is always going to be kind of the simple island that's, you know, you don't have a lot to work with. But again, if you want to go for the most points, even when you unlock this button here to go to the next island, just keep slapping down buildings and you'll get more and more points. And if you do it with smart ways, and you'll learn the smart ways of putting down buildings. I'm still learning myself. Like I said, about separating the mansions from the houses instead of doing a sprawling, weird city. So yeah, that's Islanders. I think it's a really great game. Go check it out. I guess this is less of a let's play and more of a let's look at, but again, great game. $5 on Steam, link in the description. And if you watch all this, thank you, you are awesome. If you want to watch more of my videos, go check out my channel. Maybe subscribe if you like my videos, and if you haven't already, maybe go check out my Twitter. It's in the description, but it's at SlugbedJames. And I mostly tweet about when I upload videos, and in the future I'm hoping to look into streaming and all that stuff. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna go and edit this video now. Bye. Actually, I'm gonna play some more. Screw you guys. Video can wait.